Hello there. Listen, if you're trying to improve at Final Fantasy XIV as a ninja because you want to do more damage, you want to impress your friends, you want to get orange parses and rank on FFlogs, whatever you want to do, you want to get better and you want to stop being bad, this is the right place. Okay, you guys, let's get down to it. This video I have for you is uncut footage of a ninja run in E10S where I scored a 95th percentile. The link to my FFlogs is going to be down below in the description. Before we begin, I'm going to run through my UI really quickly so you can follow along with the action. After that, I'm going to let the footage run in its entirety so you can get a sense of the fight timings. And while it's running, I'm going to be keeping track of 4 things. First, GCD clipping. 2, capping mudras. 3, capping Ninki. And 4, applying Armor Crush early. And in terms of gear, I'm best in slot with the relic, and the link to that will be down in the description below as well. Let us be about it. So I've set up my hotbars to mirror my MMO mouse. The left hotbar block contains all of my on GCDs. The middle and right contain my off GCDs, and they're organized into the middle, which are targeted offensive off GCDs, and then the right are my untargeted buff off global cooldowns. To the left of that is my job resource bars. To the right are my health and HP. Party list is over there. DPS meter to the left of that. Going back to the center, I have the boss information, my self buffs and debuffs, and then finally I have a focus target on the right side. Here I failed to save my last Raiton for my opener. Here we disconnected from the boss due to the sword raise AoE without a mudra available. I Armor Crush here 1 second early. Here I Armor Crush 3 seconds early. Here I overcap 5 Ninki due to saving for a Bunchin and a Baba and Trick. The only question I ask myself after watching this is, does saving for Baba get me an extra Baba in TA? I do a late double weave here. I should have popped Arm's Length first since Bunshin was coming off cooldown late in the GCD cycle. Here, I cap 5 Ninki again. I should have spent a Baba before the disconnection. I'm pretty sure I could have fit a spinning edge in here before disconnecting for the boss. As soon as the arena wide AoE comes out, that snapshot's early, and then so do the orbs, so you can be way far away from your group and still take the orange orb damage and do everything correctly. After this right down, I should have gone straight into Tenshi Jin. Crucial moment that messes up the rest of my run because it irrevocably delays TCJ and guarantees that I miss 1 Baba per TA. That is a 2-second early armor crush. Mudra cap. I overcapped 10 Ninki with a Shadow Fang. I should have weaved the Baba Kakra right after Trick Attack in the same weave window. Overcap Mudra. You see here? I do save the Raiton for the Sword Raise AoE. I'm pretty sure I could have popped the sprint here, max range the spinning edge, and then disconnected. Instead, I disconnect early. Use my Raiton and end up clipping it anyway, which is a double whammy since that Raiton could have been in Trick Attack. Mudra overcapped again. Here I forget to pop my pot. I like to do it typically after Kasatsu. This whole Trick Attack window is a disaster. It's a huge blow to the run since this is the only reopener of the fight. The repot timer is very important. This one's really bad. Big overcap on the Mudra. Now, since I forgot to pot before the TA window, this throws off all the timings of my other abilities. And finally, I cap another 5 Ninki using Meisui on 55 Ninki. And again, 2 seconds early, armor crush. Mudra capped. You can, I do cover this in my pocket guide, you can drop your pitch fog in a cardinal direction since the orbs are going to be spawning in the inner cardinals. If I were to run this again right now, I would just drop my pitch fogs at the south. Mudra capped again. This is a disaster. This is a bad run. I end the fight at 45 Ninki. Overall, I capped 25 Ninki. So easily I missed 1 whole Baba Kakra. I have 37 seconds left on Huton leading up to the fight, and I overcapped 8 seconds of Huton with early armor crush applications. So I could have easily gotten in an extra Aeolian edge, probably more. Luckily for me, at the end of this fight, all of my Mudras were spent. I didn't get a chance to cast another GCD, which means that even if I had another Mudra up, would have gone to waste, so that's fine. It's pretty close though because my next Mudra was up in about 3 seconds. So if the fight had ended just 2 seconds later, I would have been able to cast another Mudra that I didn't have because I kept overcapping my Mudras. Keep that in mind, all right? Just 2 seconds means I get an extra Raiton in. If I hadn't capped my Ninki, I would have got an extra Bava. If I hadn't overcapped my Armor Crush Huton applications early, I would have gotten 1 or more Aeolian edges into the fight. Right. Overall, I mean, it's upwards of like 1,000 potency. This was a clean execution of the fight. No damage down, no death on my part. But for me, relatively, it was a poor execution of the job. It still gets you 95th. This gives you some insight into how bad most of the player base is. All right. This many mistakes still nets you a 95, which means that most people are making triple this amount of mistakes. All right. So it's a matter of going back, looking at your footage, cleaning up your play, implementing what you know, putting in these ideas. I mean, just seeing these mistakes makes me want to get back into the fight, so I can re-optimize. So you guys, we have been about it. We went through the fight on Ninja E10S. Takeaway always on Ninja is don't apply Armor Crush early, don't overcap your Ninki, don't overcap Mudra, and regardless of what class you're playing, don't clip your GCD, because it costs you potency at the end of the fight. Guys, keep improving. Keep looking for your little mistakes. Be hard on yourself, not too hard on yourself. Encourage yourself. Go execute. Have fun.